The greater good.
Hey everybody, Greater Good Mining here. Today I'm going to try and see if I can get mining some ironfish on this FPGA rig that I built. So if you want to know how to build this rig that I'm using in this video, I already have a rig build video. It's my FPGA Kaspa miner build. I used 4 TH53s and a dev board that I received from Richard Lowe. I'll leave his email in the description down below of this video if you want to contact him for any of the parts that you need to build this. That he sells the TH53 FPGAs, and he sold me the dev board and supplied me with the power supply, and he also is the one that provided me with the image file so I could try to mine some ironfish. So contact him if you want to try to do what I'm doing in this video. This is the first time I'm trying this, so we'll try to figure it out together. Okay, so in my first build, Richard Lowe had sent me an image file, and I could just easily write it to Boolean Etcher. This time he sent me an RAR file, and at first I didn't realize I had to extract it. I finally figured it out. He actually emailed me back right after I figured it out. So like I said, Richard Lowe is a good guy who'll help you out if you're having trouble with your build, or you can comment in my video if you're having some trouble, and I'll do my best to help you out. I try to respond to everybody's messages as quick as I can. So if you're having any trouble, either contact Richard Lowe or you message me in the comments below, and I'll do my best to help you out if I have the time. Okay guys, so anyway, I extracted the file with breezip, and now I have my image file, and I'm gonna write the image onto micro SD. I'm going to use Boolean Etcher. Richard Lowe recommended Win32 disk image writer. I have both, but I like Boolean Etcher better. It just seems easier and smoother to me. So anyway, use either program. It should work out fine for you. If you don't know how to use Boolean Etcher, it's pretty easy. Just download the program and open it up. It'll say flash from file. I already did this. I already flashed my SD card, but I'll show you real quick how to do it on Boolean Etcher. Just hit flash from file, and then choose your image file that Richard Lowe provided us. Click open, and you'll see it pop open in that step. Next step is select target. I already popped my SD card out, but you'll see your SD card pop up in this step, and then just hit select. I'm gonna hit cancel because I don't have my SD card in there. And then it's simple as this. Just hit flash and wait until the program finishes writing the image to your micro SD card. Okay guys, so here's my other mining location. It's like my secret lair. So here's the FPGA rig that I'm going to be converting over to ironfish. That's the one that's in my Kaspa build video. If you want to learn how to build it, I'll leave a link in the description so you can build an FPGA rig just like this one. And then I've got 5 6800s right now on Kaspa on an open air rig, and then I've got my Octominer X12 Ultra with 12 3070s also on Kaspa, but all that's going to change pretty soon once I start getting my Ice River KS1 and Ice River KS0. So let's get this rig to the other location so I can start programming it and see if we can get it to mine some ironfish. Okay, so we're taking our micro SD card that we just wrote the image from Richard Lowe on, and we're going to pop it into our dev board. Kind of finicky. Okay, and then we've got our Ethernet cable hooked up here. You've got your power adapter plugged in, and we've got a micro USB cable connected to the dev board. We're going to open a program called Terraterm when we get our miner launched, and we're going to change some settings around. This is where you need to put in your mining pool, your address for your ironfish address. So I'll show you how to do all that in the next step. Okay, we've got our dev board turned on and the FPGAs turned on. We've got our micro USB connected to the dev board, and we're running it back to the laptop here. I'm going to plug it in Alright, so then we need to open this program called TerraTerm. And then we ignore the TCP. We go to serial. Mine's COM4, USB serial port COM4. It might be different from you guys. Whichever one's hooked up to your dead board, use that one. Hit OK. And then you're going to see some gibberish coming across the screen. We need to do a few setting changes here to see what's actually going on. So click Setup, go to Serial Port, change the speed to 115200, click New Setting, and there we go. So we need to stop the miner. It's trying to do its thing, but we need to program our Ironfish address in, and we need to change some other settings. This is it's mining, but it's not mining to my address. So whoever it's going to, you're welcome. You got a few shares there. All right, so hit Control C to stop the miner. Takes a second. Okay, clean shutdown. I'll show you the next step. Just a second. Type in, well, I guess you could type in either one if you're going to do Kaspa, but we want Ironfish today. So type in this command, just like you see it here, right there, and then hit enter, and I'll show you the next step. Maybe check mining pool stats on whatever coin you're going to mine. It's good practice to try and keep the hash rate below like 51%. Hero Miners, it looks like it's at 38.3%, so I'm going to leave it at Hero Miners. I like Hero Miners. I already have Ironfish mining to Hero Miners on my other 6x3070 rig. You might have seen my other video, Dartboard of Decision. I'm going to end that trial today to see how much Ironfish I mined on that rig, and it'll be interesting to see how it compares to the FPGA. So I mined Ironfish for 1 week on Hero Miners, and I'll show you in another video how much I mined on that rig, and then we'll compare it to this FPGA rig. It's going to be kind of interesting. So anyway, I'm cool with Hero Miners. They only got 38.3% of the hash rate, so we'll stick with the image file that Richard Lowe set us up with. It's mining to Hero Miners. I'm going to stick with that. Okay, so the other reason why I wanted to check that statistic out that I just talked about was because you want to keep it decentralized, right? For the greater good, like I always say. So the stratum I checked, I think it's 1145 on Hero Miners for all the different zones in a country. Like a lot of times you'll check and see that your zone is a different number. So just if you're mining on other rigs, just make sure you're checking this number here where it says 1145. It might be different depending on what zone you're in, but I believe for Ironfish it's the same for the whole country. So here's where we need to change our Ironfish address out. I'm not going to show you that because I don't want you to see my address. So anyway, that is where you would punch in your address, okay? And see where this little dot is right here? Right here is where you can name your rig. So where it says Z2 underscore TH53, you can name your rig so it's easy for you to identify on the network. And then here is where we're going to change our overclocks. Richard Lowe, he provided some. I'm going to try the ones that are on his YouTube video. Go to his most recent Ironfish YouTube video and you'll see those overclocks. I'm going to change them. Give me a second. I've got to put the camera down, but I'll change them to the overclocks that he had in his most recent video. These aren't tested very thoroughly yet. He said he's still working on them, so hang tight. I'm going to punch in my rig address, my rig name, and I'm not going to show you my rig address and all that, but I'll show you the overclocks that I'm punching in based on what Richard Lowe's video said to try, okay? Okay, so we've got the voltage set to 0.92, which is actually in the miner. You got to punch in 920, and then the FPGA core clock is also set to 920, and then this shows up automatically in the image file that Richard Lowe gave me. It's an error rate adjuster. It automatically adjusts your settings a little bit based on the error rate, so that's pretty cool. All right, so now to get this thing mining, we should be able to just hit Control X, hit yes, or just hit Y to save modified buffer, and then hit enter. It didn't kick on yet, so I'm going to punch in a command to reboot. It's SUDO space reboot, enter, and then punch in the password XILINX. Alright, it's doing its thing. Like it was trying to mine Kaspa still when I booted it up. So I punched in the command sudo space nano / etc / profile. Okay, everybody, I sorted it out. So the image file has both the command for Kaspa mining and Ironfish mining. So you have to delete out this first command for Kaspa mining and leave the Ironfish command. So it should look something like that. Sorry if it's kind of blurry. It's hard to get the screen in there. So that's what it should look like. Okay, so once you get that command in there and you delete out the Kaspa mining command, hit Control X and it'll pop back up where it says save modified buffer. Hit Y for yes, enter, and then I'm going to reboot the miner. It should start mining Ironfish. Let's see. Okay, everybody, I've been giving it a little bit of time to warm up. These FPGAs take a little while to ramp up, and I'm getting about 40.5 gigahash per second per card. So we're talking a total of about 160 gigahash at the miner, and we're pulling a little over 600 watts, and that's with my fans. That's the whole rig. So we'll say 620 watts. So 160 gigahash for 620 watts. That's pretty damn good. I mean, I have my 6 3070s on Ironfish right now, and they are getting about 60 gigahash for about 500 watts. And you know what? I'm not even going to guess. I'm just going to go look at my meter in the other garage. Hold on a second. I'll give you the exact numbers. Okay. So Hive is saying about 66, 67 gigahash per second. And my watt meter in the garage for my 6 3070 rig is saying about 525 watts for. So for less than 100 watts more, I'm getting a ton more gigahash. I mean, I guess that's, why should I be surprised? That's what FPGAs are supposed to do. But I'm pretty excited, guys. Like, I needed to switch algorithms. I'm getting the KS1 and KS0 Kaspa ASIC miners soon, and I know that there's going to be tons of those hitting the network soon. So I wanted to get everything switched over to Ironfish. I would like to consider mining Dynex as well, but for now I'm going to stick with Ironfish. I'm kind of liking the way things are working out with this. I'll post some more videos on the FPGA rig. If there's any other algorithms that come out, I'll do my best to switch them over and do another video. I'm also considering, I want to buy some more of these FPGAs from Richard Lowe. He's really been good helping me figure this all out, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So please consider contacting him if you guys are interested in getting a rig set up like this. I might do another build video if I can get a hold of some more of these cards, and I'll post another full build rig video if I can. Okay, that's it for the setup video, guys. Sorry it's a little choppy. Like I said in the beginning, I'm trying to figure this out as I'm doing it, so it's a little choppy, but if you follow it along, you should be able to do exactly what I did. But like I said, if I can help you, I'll try. Just comment in the bottom here, and I'll do my best to help you out. Also, like I said, Richard Lowe, he's been very helpful to me. Let's check. This has been running for a while now, so see what we're getting. Still about 40, yeah. Total of 160 gigahash per second. Still running pretty steady at about 615 to 620 watts. And I mean, it's doing pretty good on Ironfish, guys. So please consider liking the video, subscribe, comment, follow me along. I'm going to be posting more videos. So if you want, follow me along. And don't forget, keep it decentralized. For the greater good.
The greater good.